Yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. Haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground with Scarborough. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. He was
good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They run with Thomas. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually provides a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get him thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Campbell returning it. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Play fake. Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quickly, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, it's Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson, short throw to Disley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers about ready to take over.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is incomplete.
Murray's pass.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we look now at Laquan Treadwell. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Darren Lee on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
They try again with Scarborough. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's good.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Wilson's pass.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's the Carolina offense. offense as they get ready to take over here.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
On the carry. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
But let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. All right, Charles Davis, what do we make of these numbers and what's happened to the big tight end here?
Well, I think a lot of times we talk so much about adjustments and what you're going to do at halftime that maybe we miss what actually goes on. Because the sense is that, oh, they go in at the half, they just change everything. That's not really true. A Super Bowl winning quarterback out of New York always used to say, you've worked all week on a game plan. There's a reason you have it. Just either play it better or make subtle tweaks to it. Otherwise, there's no sense even going into a ball game. A lot of times that's what they do. Just find a little subtle thing, one little change, and maybe it can make things a little bit better.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Derek Brown on the stop. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Wilson to the right side and complete to Thomas. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Ross on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Panthers down 27-21. And time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Complete to Odell Beckham Jr.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed.
Murray's
now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
A gain of 18.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Murray to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Seahawks, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the defeat is their 1st of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
hoes hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I'm not down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad,